My friend, we're going to be talking about the 5th scale degree mode of the Neapolitan major. And as I've said from the other videos regarding this, don't be scared of this Neapolitan major. It still is a minor mode. It has a flat 3. The reason why we see that as being this is because when we start describing modes, we need to first understand how to make scales. Scales are essentially modes. C major, the modus that comes from that is Ionian. It describes a whole step, half step, whole step, half step. It's the thing we describe music actually from because it's easier to have a home base. That's the reason why we do these lessons together. So the concept behind this is we're going to be just altering that by seeing D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then adding D. Did what? We got rid of our C at the bottom and started with the 2nd scale degree of a C major scale, the Ionian scale, and thusly it gave us D Dorian, then E Phrygian, F Lydian, G Mixolydian, A Aeolian, B Locrian, and then back to C. All those can be rearranged and, changed with their accidentals to make other modes. That's what we're talking about today. So out of the eyes of C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and then C, we're going to talk about altering that to get Neapolitan major. Now, what we're going to see here from a Neapolitan major, it's used over jazz 7th type chords. I'm going to start you here with the 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger. If we did 3rd finger, we would have C is going to be going up to its whole step. There we go. That first whole step is going to have the secondary tone, which is going to lead us to a flat 3. Our flat 3 is then going to go up to a natural 4. Our natural 4 is going to go up to a natural 5. Our natural 5 is going to go up to a flat 6. Our flat 6 is going to go to a flat 7. And then we're going to go all the way up to our resolution. Now, what we can call this, we call it Neapolitan major, even though it's a jazz minor with a flat 2. So basically, what we would use over the top of this is minor triads work well with it. Minor triads with a 7th work well with this. And then the complete chord would just be putting like over the overtones over the top of it. So the concept is whenever we change just that scale degree, the next scale we would get from that by going from the 2nd tone from that D would be through the eyes of C. We'd have C to D, D to E. Those are the first 3. Then we'd have an F sharp. We'd have a G sharp, we'd have an A sharp, we'd have a B, and then we'd have a C. That's our leading tone scale. The whole concept behind that is it gives us a very weird phrasality, which gives us whole steps between these. It reserves that minor 2nd for a way different time. Those are used over flat 6 type chords. So if you're playing like a C minor flat 6, so if you want to have like a you definitely can play the leading tone scale over that. The 3rd one that we popped over, now check out all the other videos on these. Lydian dominant uses the same thing as Lydian, has a sharp 4, 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, natural 5, and it's gonna have a flat 6. That's the characteristic sound of Lydian flat 6. But it's a dominant, so we're gonna have to have our flat 7 along with that. So a B flat and then resolution to C. And then what we're gonna be going over right now, it's by far my favorite for the major Locrian. We could also call this like a Mixolydian flat 5, flat 6. We also have the concept where you could see it as like a sharp 2. So watch what we're going to do here with the fingers. We're going to play a C to a D, D to an E, E to an F. Now here's where it gets funky fast. F to a G flat to an A flat to a B flat, and then B flat to a C for a whole step of resolution. What this does, even on the piano, it gives a weird, funky feeling for the phrasing of the fingers. I use this as the magical mode. Diddly whoop, diddly whoop, diddly whoop. That's the kind of feeling you have if you're on the piano. It's really cool to put your finger on the E, thumb on E, pinky on C, and then put your 3 fingers on the black keys in order. Those plus the C and the D make a magical way of adding ambiance and space. Try it out. And then the concept of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7. Yes, indeedy. The whole purpose of this is to use it over chords that are 7 chords, dominant 7 chords, that have flat 5s or flat 13s. Meaning, if you're playing a chord that has like a C7 and a flat 5, utilizing what? Is that the F sharp or G flat in this case? You would have these kind of tones. that exhibit major and have a little awkward tension in there as well. So why not try something different than a leading tone scale? Why not give it the ambiance of having that major third in there, and then give it the awkwardness of the flat 6, flat 7, along with the flat 5. Check this out when you're playing and try to keep it over the top of like C7 flat 5 chords or C7 flat 13 chords. If you need to know what those are, check out the channel.